Hi, my name is Neil Ticktin. I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech Magazine. We're here this week in San Francisco. Tua and MacTech Magazine are interviewing developers on the reaction to Apple's Keynote and some of the technologies and announcements that came out of it, and also to find out what they're up to. Right now we have with us Matthieu Kopp from Aquafadas, and Matthieu and I have been working together on a bunch of things here, which we'll get to in just a second. But first off, Matthieu, welcome. Thank you for coming and taking the time.
Yeah. Great.
So what did you think of the keynote? What kind of stood out to you as the stuff that you liked the best?
I want one.
You want one? Oh, the Retina display. Yeah.
I mean, I think that's it's a major announcement. I think.
Yeah.
And I really like that part. I think from a developer perspective, I was also quite excited by the advances in iOS 6 and Mountain Lion. I guess from a user point of view, maybe people don't really see the big advancement, except maybe for the map application, which is really great.
Yeah.
But as developers, I mean, especially what was announced later, also in the afternoon, there are lots of things we can use in those new OSs that are about to come out, and I think people will see more and more apps really leveraging some of the new technology behind videos, behind all the things that are able now that we can do. It's been an exciting keynote.
And there's a lot of for the developer crowd, there's a lot of APIs that came out of these new announcements. There's a lot of tools that are going to be available for people.
Yeah, I think we'll see apps that were, especially I guess in the video area, where you can do really things in real time and grab frames and manipulate things in real time, which were probably hard or even not possible to do before. So.
And how much? Aquafadas has a whole number of different products that are there, but overall, what does the Retina display on the Mac, do for you? Is it going to be a lot of work for you to update the products to get there, or you're not quite sure yet, or?
I think it's going to be quite a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we'll probably target some key products first before we sort of move them all. It's a big challenge, and I think also there's a lot of modernization that's sort of required in the code, and that Apple is sort of pushing people to do.
Right.
So there's quite a lot of work involved.
Well, fortunately, on the Retina displays, you still get a good image, even without supporting Retina display directly, because of the way that they do their pixel doubling and things along those lines.
Sure.
It's not as good, but it's certainly plenty good. So there's time for people to make the migration in the way that makes sense.
But on a computer like that, you also get so many cores now that you need really to have code that takes advantage of this really raw power that's there. Yeah. That's there.
So what does Aquafadas have new in the queue, or what things do you want to talk about here a little bit?
We just released last week version 2 of our digital publishing platform.
Right.
So mainly the InDesign plugins and all the sort of ecosystem around it.
Right.
So we're really, really excited about this release because it's a major breakthrough for us.
Yeah.
We cover so much ground with new abilities to enrich documents, new components. You can do amazing stuff, whether you're in the kids area or whether you're creating financial documents. So much stuff there that you can use.
And for those of you who don't know here, your digital publishing platform, what it's for is for a publisher, whether it's a book publisher, a magazine publisher, or whatever, to take their content that may be in print, it may not be in print, it may be digital only, and bring it to a platform that has really kind of the whole solution, because bringing a product like this to the iPad, for example, or the iPhone for that matter, is vastly more work than most people have any concept of. It's not just print to a PDF, guys. It's like way more to do. So.
Yes, and what we try to do is really to give the tools to the publishers themselves. So we are out of the loop. So we are tool makers, and this is our DNA from when we started with Mac to now on the digital publishing platform. So people can create their content, author it in Quark Express or in InDesign with amazing tools. We do tools for comic book publishers as well. And then they can do the whole thing of sort of putting the content on the back office on a platform on the cloud. And then they can build the apps themselves. And these apps support newsstand, they support a lot of features.
Exactly. And we'll talk about that in a second here.
And I think that's the really key part, is that it's a system that's supposed to be used by people that have no coding experience. And that's the challenge, and I think we are pretty.
And frankly, even with people that have coding experience, like MacTech certainly has coding experience, but our focus is on the publishing side, and to take the time to do that, we'd rather work with a partner on it. So actually, let's talk about that here a little bit. For those of you that don't know, MacTech is now available on iPad. And if you go to mactech.com/WWDC this week, and it is this week that you'd have to do it, you can get all the issues of MacTech on iPad that have been put out this year for free. So it's a free download, just mactech.com/WWDC for that. And what's really cool for us is that there are lots of really large magazines that are on the iPad. Not as many as you may think, but there's since there's over 20,000 publications in the United States, it's really only a very small number that have made it there. And as we've been working together for it's got to be close to 2 years, I think, when I first had the conversations with Claudia and whatnot about the framework that's needed for targeted publications, niche publications like a MacTech, to be able to do. And so it's been great to kind of work with you guys and kind of come up with that back-end part of the solution for a targeted publisher that is necessary.
Please tell the people that it doesn't take 2 years to get.
No. It doesn't take 2 years. In fact, actually, once you get it done, it's a matter of hours or even a day or so to go from the print publication on over. But that's with all the other print publication work done,
I think
obviously.
It just shows how sort of these solutions have been maturing over the years.
Yeah,
and
we've been talking about it for 2 years. We're trying to figure out the best way to handle some of the problems that are there. But now that we've solved the problem in there's a lot of people that are in targeted publications that will be able to work with you guys, or comic books, or regular books, or whatever out there. There's now you've got the whole spectrum.
We even added a new component, which is EPUB. Which is really exciting about as well, because
for the other platforms that are out there, that people that need
absolutely, and being able to take an existing layout and put in an EPUB, preserving all the text, all the
a lot harder than it sounds.
And it's amazing. So we are really, really excited about this thing, and it's really affordable. Which is also.
So how do people find out about Aquafadas' software?
Aquafadas.com.
And you spell Aquafadas as?
AQUA. Aqua is the name of the user interface of the Mac. FADAS.
.com.
Fadas, which means crazy about.
Great.
So everything about us.
There you go, exactly. Well, it's great having you here.
Yeah, thank you a lot.
My name is Neil Ticktin. I'm the editor-in-chief and publisher of MacTech Magazine, and these are the two MacTech Magazine interviews for developers at WWDC. Thanks for watching.